Thank the chairman. I think this committee's borderline and guilty of perpetrating a hate crime on the American people for forcing them to watch this garbage on C-SPAN. We're sitting here and the state of Texas is under open assault right now with wide open borders. And we have members of this committee talking about, oh, they're out with flashlights trying to find folks and couldn't find any folks. Those of us who have been down on the river, literally video recording people coming across and seeing people coming across in a constant stream. How about the video of the 53 dead migrants in a tractor trailer in San Antonio? Do we need to have members out there with flashlights to look for them? How about the 1,000 dead migrants found along the Rio Grande and along the southwest border? So here's the thing. We can go around in circles while the Democrats on the other side of the aisle like to continue to play identity politics and divide us up by acronyms, divvy us up by race, divide the country by race, which is clearly what they want to do. It's a page out of the old playbook. Or we can recognize that we're in the majority and that we're not going to play those games. We're actually going to focus on the right thing. That we're going to actually focus on border security instead of the absolute claptrap that has come from Democrats, leaving this country wide open for abuse and disaster. The 72,000 dead Americans from fentanyl, while members of the other side of the aisle scoff and laugh about what we're trying to do to actually secure the border. My colleagues on the other side of the aisle can continue to try to divvy us up by race while we focus on an FBI that made Scott Smith a poster child as a, quote, domestic terrorist and extremist, which I would note is a part of the amendment the gentleman offers. Scott Smith was labeled a domestic terrorist and extremist because he dared to go to a school board to defend his little girl who was raped in a bathroom in Loudoun County, Virginia. How about Mark Houck, a dad who had a SWAT team bust down his door in Philadelphia at 7 in the morning in front of his family? Good man. Why was that door busted down? Because he defended his son, where he and his son were exercising their First Amendment rights outside of an abortion clinic, praying in defense of the unborn. So I will just say, an apology to the American people for wasting your time with the continued garbage that we've been experiencing for the last 4 years with Democrats in the majority. But we're going to focus on doing the work of the American people. So we are going to focus on securing the border of the United States. We are going to focus on exposing and undermining and defunding the bureaucratic state at war with the American people. The bureaucrats in a litany of the alphabet soup of agencies in this town that are stifling entrepreneurial spirit, stifling economic growth, stifling the ability to have robust energy security and energy freedom in this country so people can have jobs, stifling the ability of people to exercise their First Amendment rights and live free in defense of the unborn, or even dare go up and defend their little girl in a school board meeting. So my colleagues on the other side of the aisle can just keep playing the old playbook, divide people by race, create more alphabet soup of identity politics. But we're going to focus on the job the American people sent us here to do. And that's what this is about. And I'll yield to the chairman.